Hi guys, welcome to my channel. For those of you who don't know, my name is Angel, and today I wanted to show you the plants that I got throughout December. I know that I said I didn't want to buy plants through the winter time because I was going to try and focus on taking care of the plants that I already have, since this is my first winter with 70 plus plants. But that didn't end up happening. So I wanted to kind of give you guys a little haul of the plants that I didn't end up buying through, I think, like November and December, mostly December though. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into some of the plants that I got. This adorable Thanksgiving cactus. So I bought two because the flowers were different colors and I just couldn't decide. One of the flowers is pink and the other one is white. So obviously all of the flowers are gone now and it's done blooming, but I do have pictures of when they were in bloom and they were so adorable. So I'll put those up on the screen. And since I've had these, I've already had to repot them. As you can see, they're in these really cute pots. When I got them, they were super root bound, so of course I waited a little bit to just let them get used to my environment that I was giving them. I put them in these really cute pots, so I'm excited for next fall to see them bloom again and to see the start of it, because when I bought them they already had the flowers and some of them were already bloomed, so it'll be really cool to see it from the start, since I didn't really get to see that this year. The next one, I already have one of these, but I just had to get it because it was so cute, and that would be my little Monstera. So my Monstera that I already have is not little and I kind of bought it quite large, so I just like having plants that I can get in a smaller pot that I can see grow. I just feel like it would be so much more exciting having it as a baby, I guess you could say, and to be able to see the first leaf come out with stripes in it. Honestly, I love Monsteras, so I'm just excited to have another one. I really wanted a pitcher plant. I found them to be very interesting. I kind of like the way they look. At first I thought they were dead ugly, but the more I started seeing them and looking at them, researching them, I just kind of was intrigued. And the fact that they're carnivorous, like I don't know, it just got me hooked. So I ordered this one and it came to me in horrible condition, horrible. I contacted the seller and so they immediately sent me a new one. So I'm not sure if I can salvage this one. I want to get one of the orchid pots, like the clear ones with all the holes, and put this in sphagnum moss. So I hope that it can hold on until I can get that. That is what I plan to do with this one. I mean, I cut back so much. I cut all of its pictures, but it just does not look great at all. Like it's sad. It's a sad guy. The next one that they sent me was this one, and it looks better, but still, like, I still have to cut all the pictures. They're just so nasty and shriveled up, but at least the foliage looks better. I don't know, I'm pretty bummed. Like, I kind of wish that I could have just gotten at least one that was nice and healthy and had healthy pictures, because I mean, it's really hard to try to rehab a plant that you've never had before. So I'm definitely in the market for any tips that you guys have. If you have a pitcher plant, let me know, like, how can I make this guy the happiest? The next plant that I got that was just so stinking cute is this umbrella plant, and I believe it's variegated. I've seen ones that are all green, and this one obviously has a little bit of the yellow and white in it, and I just thought it was so darn cute. Since I got it, it has lost a little bit of its leaves, and I think because it's in a very small pot, well, not very small, but it's in a small pot and it's pretty root bound, so I think I go a little bit too long without watering it and then it loses the leaves. So I just have to try and keep an eye on that. But other than that, I feel like these guys are pretty easy plants to take care of, and they're so beautiful, and I love that they have the potential to get really big, and become tree-like. Okay, the next one is so stinking small. This is a string of hearts, and I'll probably zoom you in so you can see this. So this guy is so stinking cute and so small. It was definitely smaller than I thought it was gonna be when I ordered it, but that's what I get for ordering plants online. Like, I just need to stop. Here's a picture of what it looked like when it came to me though. So it has grown quite a lot. Like, it has a lot of little, I don't know, what do you call them, tendrils? And it's even growing another one, and it has a lot of like new little babies inside. But yeah, it is definitely small. So when it came to me, I was definitely worried that I would not be able to keep it alive, because I just am having a really hard time like knowing when to water my plants. And I know that sounds so like elementary. So my trouble is the equation, right? So you have what type of plant it is, whether it's in winter or it's in summer, what type of pot, what does the soil feel like, what kind of soil is in the pot, and then how big your pot is. So I'm having a little trouble being able to decipher when to water my plants because of all those things that I just mentioned. When it came to this guy, I realized that even if the soil is dry, it's still okay to go without water. I started to notice that the more mature hearts that are kind of at the bottom, that are fully grown, they will start to get slightly wrinkly. You can kind of like try and squeeze them and they'll squeeze pretty easily. When you're almost positive it needs to be watered, water it, and then the next day go and feel its foliage. So that is what I did with this guy. I watered it, and then the next day I went and felt what it felt like when it was fully hydrated. And that is something that I'm trying to take on with more of my plants. It only works with so many plants, but it definitely, I feel like, allowed me to water this one carefully, because I wouldn't want to overwater it, and I also don't want to dry it out. And thankfully nothing has fallen off. So I haven't let it go too long without water that like these new babies are falling off or anything. So that is my long story about this little guy, but I so want this to succeed and live and grow beautiful and big and long. So this is my Hoya wayetii, and I don't know what it is about Hoyas, I just want to collect them, and I feel like it looks like string beans, or the shells of string beans. A lot of Hoya remind me of food, I guess, because my Hoya compactor reminds me of edamame. My Crimson Princess does not remind me of food, but this one definitely does. And I just think it's pretty cool looking. Alright, and the last plant that I got, you guys are not gonna believe, I got me a fern. Why? I don't know. I love it, that's why. Honestly, Shane talked me into it because we were at Lowe's and I seen it and I walked by it, didn't even like want to touch it or look at it or even imagine taking it home. But then Shane saw it and he was like, "Oh babe, you loved your rabbit's foot fern." So he got me to take it. And look at it, she's doing really good. So I think that I'm doing pretty well with this, and I think that we're gonna be friends, me and Bee Rabbit. Alright guys, well that was all the plants that I accumulated since I've been on a little break, and I could say that I am back to feeling content with the plants that I have. I'm back to feeling like I don't have the urge to buy any. Let's see how long that lasts. Let me know what other planty content you'd like to see from me this year. Feel free to leave it in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future videos. I post every Wednesday and Friday, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!